Anne Boleyn's last words were spoken in complete darkness. And what happened in those final moments reveals something absolutely chilling about Tudor executions that most people have no idea about. May 19th, 1536. A woman kneels on a scaffold at the Tower of London. She's about to become the first English queen ever executed. But before the sword strikes, a white cloth is tied tightly over her eyes. Why? It's not what you think. Anne Boleyn wasn't born royal. She was a nobleman's daughter who caught the eye of the most powerful man in England, King Henry VIII. He was so obsessed with her that he literally broke away from the Catholic Church, divorced his first wife, and changed England's religion forever just to marry Anne. Sounds romantic? It wasn't. 3 years later, Henry wanted her dead. The charges? Adultery, treason, even incest with her brother. Historians today agree these were almost certainly false. Henry needed a way out to remarry, and Anne's failure to produce a male heir gave him the excuse he needed. 5 men were accused of being her lovers, all executed. Then came Anne's turn. On that May morning, Anne was granted a mercy, execution by sword instead of the brutal axe. A skilled French swordsman was brought in, quick, precise. Anne knelt upright, hands clasped in prayer. She kept repeating, "To Jesus Christ I commend my soul. Lord Jesus, receive my soul." But there was one more thing required by custom, the blindfold. In Tudor England, the use of a blindfold depended heavily on the method of execution, which was strictly divided by social class. While pop culture often shows everyone blindfolded, the reality was a bit more nuanced. The main reason Anne and other nobles were blindfolded during beheadings was practical and psychological, not ceremonial. Public executions were highly formalized, and nobility had an image to maintain. A blindfold created a psychological boundary between the condemned and the crowd. It prevented eye contact with onlookers and from seeing familiar faces, family, friends, or enemies, which alone could have been emotionally destabilizing. Being stared at was associated with shame and judgment. Blindfolds also dehumanized the victim and preserved the executioner's anonymity. This reduced personal guilt and made the task more bearable. Preventing a messy or failed beheading was a very real, practical concern. Nobles could panic or flinch if they saw the executioner's axe or sword approaching. Blindfolding helped keep them calm and made the process smoother. It reduced the chance of sudden movements and fear-driven reflexes that might interfere with the executioner. It was also meant to protect the public from distressing sights. Seeing someone's head being struck off could be traumatizing. Blindfolding sometimes prevented the condemned from inadvertently showing extreme fear or thrashing, which could disturb witnesses. In Anne's case, she was blindfolded and reportedly kept calm, which contributed to the narrative of her dignity in death. But there's another question historians have debated for centuries. What happened in those seconds after the sword fell? The next video covers exactly how long Anne remained conscious after her beheading.